Labor exploitation, human trafficking and bondage of some migrant workers from Burma continue in Samut Sakhon's shrimp processing factories and on fishing trawlers despite the passing of the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act nearly 4 years ago, according to Sompong Sakao, Director of Labor Rights Promotion Network Foundation or LPN. How many workers are kept in bondage inside these factories or lured and forced to work aboard trawlers for deep-sea fishing is unknown, but Sompong estimates that about 30% of the 400,000-plus migrant workers in the province are being exploited. The means of the exploitation include confiscating work permits, temporary passports and identification cards so that the workers in the shrimp processing factories cannot seek employment elsewhere. Some are detained in small factories and forced to work like slaves. Young migrant men are also being trafficked into forced labor aboard fishing boats through false documentation with the aid of some corrupt Thai officials and police. Sompong say it's hard to pin down exact figures, but they're definitely there and they're dubbed as virtual slave labor. 2 weeks ago, Sompong took a group of Chulalongkorn University graduate students to some of the factories in Samut Sakhon. They only saw the high walls and fences giving the factories the semblance of a prison from the outside. No one was allowed to enter. In November 2009, 2 employers from the Anoma shrimp processing factory were charged with forcing 73 foreign workers, including 25 children, into slavery, working them from 2 a.m. until 8 p.m. every day. Although the 2 men eventually sentenced to 8 and 5 years in jail, they are now out on bail fighting the case in the appeal court. According to the last year's report by Mirror Foundation's Anti-Human Trafficking Center, even Thai males have been forced onto fishing trawlers. The report states that there have been 83 recorded cases of Thais aged between 14 and 55 tricked or abducted to work on fishing boats in Thai waters and beyond. Sompong believes the Thai government isn't doing enough to warn Thai and migrant workers of the dangers inherent in these industries. He said the government needs to run a vigorous and visible campaign to warn job seekers, both Thai and foreign, of the dangers of human trafficking. Job seekers should also be aware of forced labors at various transport venues such as bus and train terminals and also petrol stations. Sompong says that Burma also needs to do more. In the 8 years he has been working to help protect Burmese migrant workers, the Burmese embassy in Bangkok has not once contacted the LPN. Prawit Rojana Pruk, The Nation Report for ASEAN TV.